Hey guys, FNAF22 here with our video, and in today's video, we are finally doing my Mortal Kombat 1 roster wish list. Now, this video was supposed to originally come out before the Mortal Kombat 1 gameplay, before the original Mortal Kombat 1 announcement, but then when we heard the gameplay was coming up, I was like, I'm just gonna wait to see who they announced so we can just add it into this video. So, because of the gameplay at the Summer Game Fest, we know there's going to be 24 base roster characters with Shang Tsung as pre-order bonus. So in today's video, we are going to be going over the 24 characters I want to see in Mortal Kombat 1. So I'm just going to say why I want them, how they can fit, blah blah blah. But first, let's get all the characters out of the way that we already know. First off, we have Shang Tsung. He is the pre-order bonus. Very surprising that he was the pre-order bonus. I knew he was going to be in it after they announced his Mortal Kombat 1, but I really thought he was going to be base roster. So we got Shang Tsung. Then, of course, we've got Scorpion and Sub-Zero. They're in every single game, but it does look like they are brothers in this game, and Sub-Zero might be Bi-Han instead of Kuai Liang. I don't know. Then, of course, we have Fire God Liu Kang and Raiden, which, once again, staples, blah, 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 we already know. And then the last couple characters we know are Kung Lao, Katana, Mileena, Johnny Cage, and Kenshi. So we officially know 10 characters out of the 24 characters. So that means that only gives us 14 slots to work with on who I want to add into Mortal Kombat 1. So in today's video, we are going to be going over the 14 characters I want in the game. Now, this is not a prediction video, it is a wish list of the characters I want to see, and this will be kind of like a mini series because I'm also going to do a cameo fighters wish list and DLC wish list. So I hope you guys are excited for all that. But let's jump straight in with my first man being Quan Chi. Now, if we have Kenshi, quote unquote the face of the 3D era, I feel like we need Quan Chi, who was the heel of the 3D era. I think we're all sure that Quan Chi is coming back, especially because they did announce Kenshi in the gameplay trailer, and I really hope he does, because I know a lot of people loved him in MKX, and I think he's a really cool character, and I'd kind of like to see what they're going to do with him now that the whole Scorpion Sub-Zero thing didn't happen. So my first character I'm adding into Mortal Kombat 1's roster is Quan Chi. Now my next character, one of the most requested characters of recent memory, and of course a character I want the most, we got Smoke. I think Smoke has to be in this game. I think it would be really cool to see what they do with him, because he could either be brothers with Sub-Zero and Scorpion, or he could be a cyborg, he could be a villain, he could be fighting against Scorpion and Sub-Zero, maybe he made his own clan or something. I don't know. I don't want him to be a cyborg. I personally would like Human Smoke as brothers with Scorpion and Sub-Zero. But either way, I think we need to see Smoke in Mortal Kombat 1. And if they want to make him a cyborg, just have him do it for the story and then just have the cyborg be an alternate costume. But I think we need base Human Smoke in Mortal Kombat 1. Now, my next two characters go Finn and Finn, so that's why they're in here together. We have Sector and Cyrax as separate characters. Originally, I was going to put Triborg on this list just because it makes more sense. It adds more moveset personality, but honestly, I think we have enough space on here to have Sector and Cyrax. I know a lot of people are saying we should get just Sector since there was a game with just Cyrax, but no, I think we need Sector and Cyrax. Their designs in Mortal Kombat 11 were very, very cool, and I'd love to see them reuse those designs here in Mortal Kombat 1. And honestly, I feel like you always need a Cyber Ninja in one of the games, no matter if it's Cyber Sub-Zero, Cyber Smoke, or if it's Sector or Cyrax, or even Triborg, or even, sadly, Robot Frost. I feel like you need to have a robot in every single Mortal Kombat game, and I think Cyrax and Sector need to make their return for Mortal Kombat 1. Next up, we have Nitara. Nitara is the female vampire character who a lot of people really want to see. I do not know much about Nitara, but it was really cool to see her inclusion in the new animated movies, and of course the new live-action Mortal Kombat movie from, what, like 2 years ago now? Jeez, at least they're filming the second one. Anyways, Nitara will be a really cool character to see return. I don't know how she could fit into the storyline, but we do need more 3D era representation. I feel like we need more female 3D era representation in general, since we already saw that Sonya Blade was announced to be a cameo fighter, and they said that the cameo fighters in the classic suits aren't going to be in the game, and Jax, Kano, and Sonya Blade were all in their classics, so it looks like those three are not going to be returning for Mortal Kombat 1. So I think we need Nitara in the base game roster, and I feel like that would make a lot of people happy. Next up, we got another 3D era female character, Serena. Serena has never really had time to shine on the big screen, as most of the time she's in the game, she's just in cutscenes or story mode parts and you cannot play as her. Her most recent appearance was in the Mortal Kombat X story mode, but once again, you could not play as her, she was just in story mode. So I think Serena needs to finally make her return to the Mortal Kombat games in Mortal Kombat 1, change up her moveset a little bit, change up her design. There could be some really cool designs, and I think Serena just needs to overall have a restart and get a fresh new look in Mortal Kombat 1. Next up, just like Smoke, another very requested character, we have Havoc. Now this game I feel like should be full of a lot of 3D representation, and Havoc is a great choice. Now Havoc is one of the only 3D era characters that I actually know a lot about, because back on an old emulator version of Mortal Kombat, I don't remember which game, I got to try out Havoc and he is so much fun to play. I did originally not understand the hype around Havoc until I actually got to play him, and he is so much fun. We need Havoc to return in Mortal Kombat 1, especially with the new graphics and everything. It's going to look so sick, and Havoc is going to look so amazing, especially all of his fatalities, and his moveset is just going to be mwah. I think Havoc honestly has the potential to be the best character in Mortal Kombat 1 if they just pull the trigger and let him return for the game. We definitely need Havoc in this game. Next up, we have Chameleon, the female version. Now, it doesn't really matter which Chameleon you get, honestly. The male version just copies all the male ninjas, and the female version just copies all the female ninjas. But I think having the female one would be cooler, as it seems like a lot of the classic female characters like Jade and Scarlet and Frost will not be making their return for Mortal Kombat 1, so I think having the female Chameleon would first off fill in all the gaps for those characters who sadly don't look like they're going to make a return, just because I don't think there's enough room on this roster as it is. Kind of smaller, I'm pretty sure it's smaller than Mortal Kombat 11, but I think that would help, and I think it'd be really cool to have some kind of story with her with another character we will talk about in a little bit. So I think we need to have female Chameleon make her return. She was only in one game, I'm pretty sure, or two maybe, and yeah, I feel like she has a lot of potential, and I think she should get her a little bit of her own moveset too, kind of like Shang Tsung, mix it to where she has some of her own moves, but also moves from the other female ninjas. I think it could be really cool, and I think female Chameleon needs to make her return for Mortal Kombat 1. Now next up is another 3D era character, but I feel like we don't really have to talk about this character for too long. We got Reiko. It looks like all signs are pointing to Reiko making his return for Mortal Kombat 1, and I know a lot of people would love him, and it doesn't really look like we're going to be getting Shao Kahn as a playable character in this game, so I think Reiko perfectly fits that spot, and I would love to see how they change him up for Mortal Kombat 1. Now, dropping into number 20, so this means we only have 4 characters left after this, we have the beloved reptilian Reptile. Now this is why I want female Chameleon, because I feel like giving Reptile a main part in the story will help people think he's not just a jobber anymore, and I would love to see like a love relationship between female Chameleon and Reptile. Plus, come on, I feel like Reptile should be a staple at this point. I feel like he should be in every single Mortal Kombat game, and I think it's crazy that we get to see him in the crypt in Mortal Kombat 11, but he did not return as DLC or anything. I think we need Reptile back for Mortal Kombat 1. It just makes the most sense, and I would love to see how what they do with his species, especially if we have female Chameleon. So now, dropping into our final 4 spots of my roster, this is what I would do. Obviously, every single Mortal Kombat game has new characters. In Mortal Kombat 9, I think we had like 2 or 3. I think it was 2 because it was Scarlet, Smoke, it was 3. Scarlet, Smoke, and Cyber Sub-Zero, because Smoke was never a human character in the original games, not counting the one where he just has Scorpion's moves. And then, in MKX, we got a lot. I can't remember. I'll put the number on screen. I think it was like 16 or something, or 8, something like that. It was a lot. And then in Mortal Kombat 11, we got 3. So my imagining is we'll probably get around 2 or 3. So I'm going to say 3 new characters for Mortal Kombat 1, and obviously, I don't know who these new characters are going to be. I'm going to throw in little characters who I think could be cool, but obviously, none of these are really predictions or anything. I'm just saying I'm pretty sure we're going to get 3 new characters on this roster, but if I could choose these 3 new characters, I would put in King Jarek, which is Katana's father, and I think it'd be really cool to see him in the game, as we've never really seen King Jarek as a playable character, and I know a lot of people really wanted him when we thought this was going to be a Kung Lao era game, like after MK11 Aftermath, but since it doesn't look like it is, I still think we need King Jarek. I think he could be a really cool character, and I would love to see him finally make his debut. He could be an unlockable character. Then next up, I think we need some kind of new ninja character. I think a pink ninja would be really funny, a pink male ninja, not like Melina, but a male ninja. I don't know what they could have. I've seen some really cool concepts I'll put on screen, but I think we just need a pink male ninja since we have pretty much every other color and might as well just fill it out. And it's been a while since we got a new ninja, so I think this would be really cool for Mortal Kombat 1. My last new character suggestion is Jade's mom, another character who only lasts around a few parts of the new franchise. I think we need Jade's mom in Mortal Kombat 1 because it would add a new unique character just like King Jarek. And finally, for the 24th character, aka the last character on my Mortal Kombat 1 roster, I would put the boss character of this game, Onaga. Now, I would make Onaga a locked character. You'd have to unlock him by beating the whole game 100%, and he would be the main boss for this game. Obviously, it does not look like Shang Tsung is going to be the main boss, as he gets taken out by Liu Kang in the first trailer cutscene. Not the first cutscene, but the first trailer. There's a cutscene in there where he dies to Liu Kang. So I don't think he's going to be the main boss, but I think Onaga should make his return. And he doesn't have to be playable, but I think a lot more people would like it if he was. So that's why I have him here at number 24. And that is my whole entire Mortal Kombat 1 roster. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about my wish list, and let me know in the comments who you guys want to see in Mortal Kombat 1. Now, if you think I missed a character, just wait and relax, because I'm also going to be making my cameo fighters wish list and obviously my DLC wish list. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you will always be notified for when I drop another video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.